the offices or how hard it is for them to put up something like that, but I'm sure they really try. They really want people to be out there.
So, I would like to add what she's saying. I think there's most of the problem is with our attitude. I mean, say for example, a Bhakti is far superior than an IIT IIM graduate or a CEO of a company. She's achieved what, it's not a common thing. She's gone through a lot. Like Robin mentioned, he said, I was not very good at studies, so I took up sport. But he represented India in the 2007 World Cup. I mean, and he won a World Cup for India as well. So how many of us can actually do that? So I think there should be more a sense of pride and belonging to someone like that than go running after a fancy degree or a fancy profession.
I'd also like to add here, I think it's also the responsibility of the media for sure to portray what's actually going on in the right perspective. Say for example, today everyone says cricket is the most popular sport. And cricket is not the national game, yet the most popular sport. But have people thought why cricket is the most popular sport? People seldom understand why cricket is the most popular sport. Simply because it's got a federation that works towards the best interest of the game. Everyone, we as cricketers, the BCCI make sure that the cricketers just have to play cricket. Not saying there isn't bureaucracy, but they make sure the cricketers have to just play cricket, not worry about anything else. The tickets are taken care of, they have daily allowances, their food's taken care of, the accommodation's taken care of, they get paid. The federation is being fair to the cricketers. Now, how many federations are being fair to their individual sport? I know for sure about punks. I know firsthand about Pankaj. So I know about different sports. Look at the hockey scene.
Today it's a total mess. We have a fight.
Simply because why? Simply because our federation is not working honestly. It's not working in the best interest of the athletes. Why is our athletic foundation struggling so much? It's not that we don't have athletes. And I think Kerala produces the best athletes in the world. Those guys are mean people to run. They can really run. But why not? Simply because the federation don't work honestly enough.
Everyone wants to back a cash cow, right? So in India as such, maybe cricket gets so much precedence over other sports because even people, we citizens as a nation, we tend to lean towards cricket. You have more viewership, you have more endorsements, you have more coming in, so it's a safer bet. Something like say swimming or others, how many people actually turn on the telly and watch other than tennis and cricket? Or maybe football, and especially what's happening elsewhere. How many of us as people take interest in other sports, right?
How did we get there?
We like to see champions. If India is going to win a medal, win a World Cup, we all want to see someone winning.
Yeah, so what happens is, in other sports, they got to produce icons. Unless you have a real icon,
But sir, I think even with cricket, no one, when the board was formed initially in the early 1900s, we stood nowhere. We had no icons. It is because of an honest board was formed, and in time icons were formed. In time icons were made. So I think I also think that they back a cash cow, like you were saying. They back a cash cow simply because they know that it's trustworthy. The federation is trustworthy. Now, how many people can actually trust the snooker federation? How many people can actually trust the athletic foundation? The federation who deals with the athletes in the country.
Taking it to Kalyan's show, like Board of Cricket Control in India, they themselves had a lot of problems in the past. Late as early, late as 80s. Alright? But they corrected themselves. But we don't see the same happening in the Hockey Federation or the Football Federation or the Athletics Federation. What's the problem there?
Basic problem, I think it's a sort of more of an ego kind of thing. And they are not really working on nitty-gritty of the sports to sort of form a common ground. Each one is voting on one position. On top of it, even the players are getting into the tag. We've seen the kind of indiscipline that goes on with national hockey warriors. So this is the kind of thing they got to put their house in order first. And another thing, that cricket is able to get a lot of money, a lot of sponsorship. The same thing these guys can really work it. And really make the others.
But why aren't they doing that? We have seen cricket has been an example.
Yeah, right. Okay.
This has shown a way.
At least they are having a system. They got a professional system. What I always think is most of the sports associations and the federations in the country lack a real professional CEO kind of thing, no? Who can run the sports, who is accountable, and he is paid. It is not happening. You see, most of
Is it because of political instability?
Yeah,
For a lot of politicians?
yeah, it's another reason. All the politicians get to be head of the sports, what do you call the federation chief. They got to be there because even the association, some of the members, state units also believe it's better to have a union minister as a head of a federation because it's easier for them to generate the funds. Whether he knows about the sports or not, he is there. So that is the thing that should really go. We've got to have a CEO who is really paid and is accountable, who is not performing, should be sacked. And if we have a selector, like Srikanth is having a lot of problems with the kind of selection that went on for this time. He should be accountable and he should be taken to task if it's not really performing. And those kind of things, unless we have professional mindset, like ATP, International Tennis Federation, in the FIFA, all of them are professional chiefs. They are paid to do the job. We are not, they are going out. Whereas in India, we are having something like one great example I can give you is one chef called Mulchan Chavan, Tennis Federation of India. He has led the Indian Table Tennis Federation for nearly 3 decades. Either he is the president, if he is not president, he is going to be the secretary, or he is going to be something, what he called, they finally made him. After 5-6 terms, they said Chavan got to be there as the patron of the TTF. This kind of nonsense should end. Unless we bring professionalism, the administration setup, it's going to be really difficult for others to really come up.
Well, I think we will have.
And they are unable to generate any fund whatsoever. They are totally dependent on government things. They are not getting any, what do you call, sponsorship like swimming. But they say swimming, like Swimming Federation of India, they had a contract with the LIC for only about 2 years. After and Virendra Nanavati, the secretary of swimming, he has done with them for past 22 years at the head. And he says, she is open water, he says open water swimming is not a part of our swimming campaign.
Well, for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think most in our society, it all boils down to where we stand as individuals in society. We tend to blame the other person. We always love doing that. And today, we tend to blame politicians. We say, okay, politicians corrupt, federations corrupt, everyone's corrupt. And at the next level, one has to imagine the kind of money that goes around there. Now tomorrow, if you're going to sign a deal for somebody, and at the expense of somebody, you're going to earn 20 crores, are you going to turn it down? Check with yourselves. Tom, 20 crores of solid cash. Are you going to actually let that go by for the interest of another person? And we keep blaming other people. As the same situation sits in our face, we'll probably think 10 times before signing that thing. Okay, let me. That's a lot of money very quietly. And I think it's our responsibility. I think it's the responsibility of us citizens. We keep backing the Anna campaign right now. But how many people actually put ourselves out there in the seats of these politicians and say the amount of money they make? If we put ourselves in that situation, we'll probably end up doing the same thing. And it's a change of heart that we need, not the change of mind, not the change of position. It's a change of heart that we need.
I think we'll have to go across the audience for the questions we have in front of us. Anybody wants to ask questions, then raise their hand up.